Hello friends, welcome to Inside Cycle Initiative. In today's video, we are going to discuss about CAA. The topic is Citizenship Amendment Act 2019. The act related to this, and the rules, whatever the rules associated with this act, they are going to be implemented from today onwards. Regarding this, first we'll try to understand the outline of this video. So in this video, first we'll try to understand about the context, why it is in news. It is in news because Ministry of Home Affairs, they notified the rules related to Citizenship Amendment Act 2019. Regarding that, we will discuss. Why the Home Ministry? Because citizenship related to Home Ministry. All the laws related to citizenship will be implemented by Home Ministry. Next, Citizenship Amendment Act 2019 and what are the provisions we will discuss. Then, reasons for the delay in the implementation of Citizenship Amendment Act. Because this act was made in 2019. So, what are the reasons for this delay? And some of the arguments before the court also we are going to discuss. Then, what are the responses given by Government of India in court regarding the implementation of CAA? That one also we will discuss. Then finally, what are the rules for Citizenship Amendment Act? So, we are going to discuss about all these topics in this particular video. First, let us see the context. The Ministry of Home Affairs, they notified, very important, notified what? Citizenship Amendment Act rules. Rules are notified. Here you have to understand, normally act is generally enacted by Parliament. Act is nothing but legislation. Act is nothing but legislations. Normally legislations will be done by Parliament. Legislations will be done by Parliament. And this act, this act will be implemented by supplementing the act with the rules. These rules will be framed by executive. These rules will be framed by executive by using powers known as delegated legislation. Delegated legislative powers. Delegated legislative powers. So this you have to know that. Delegative legislative powers. Actually, there will be one parliamentary committee also on delegated powers. That parliamentary committee will supervise whether the executive whether they are properly using their delegated powers or whether they are misusing. That parliamentary committee will oversee. So now, let's see. First, we'll try to understand regarding the citizenship. So first you have to understand citizenship. What the citizenship will do? Citizenship. Citizenship establishes the link between the individual. Citizenship establishes the link between the individual and the state. Individual and the state. According to citizenship, individual will fulfill certain obligation toward the state, and state will guarantee certain rights to individual. That is nothing but known as citizenship. So one of the popular philosophers, he said that women and children, and even the old age people also, they should be denied citizenship. Who was that philosopher? If you are able to recall, put your answer in the comment section. Next. So now we will see citizenship. So who will make the citizenship laws? Citizenship. Any law related to citizenship, that law can be done only by the Parliament. Only Parliament has the power to make laws on the citizenship. Why? Because citizenship present in the union list. You know that in schedule level, in schedule 7, there are 3 lists: union list, state list, concurrent list. On union list, so Parliament can exclusively make laws, whereas on the concurrent list, both Parliament as well as the state legislature, they can make laws. So citizenship. Regarding the citizenship, in the Indian Constitution, Part 2, from Article 5 to Article 11, it deals with the citizenship. India offers only single citizenship. Single citizenship. According to Article 9. What does it mean, single citizenship? Single citizenship means, in case if any Indian citizen, if he acquires the foreign country citizenship, automatically his Indian citizenship will be terminated, and he has to submit his passport to the nearest embassy. Fail to do, then obviously it will consider as an offense and the person will be convicted with the relevant provisions. So this is regarding the single citizenship. Actually, so India for some time, for certain years, India implemented the dual citizenship also. Okay, who was the prime minister who introduced dual citizenship in India? Who was that prime minister? Of course, it was implemented only for a couple of years, I think so. Then it got discontinued. Then, so Parliament can make laws on the citizenship. Fine. Okay, so Parliament enacted Citizenship Amendment Act 1955. Okay, citizenship. Parliament enacted Citizenship Act in which year? 1955. And according to the changing times, this Citizenship Act is keep on getting amended, and that amendment is nothing but Citizenship Amendment Act 2019. So 2019 amendment is the latest amendment to Citizenship Amendment Act. Okay, now we'll see. This Citizenship Amendment Act is applicable to obviously immigrants. It is only related to immigrants. Then immigrants coming from which countries? Immigrants coming from countries, okay, 3 countries such as Pakistan, and immigrants coming from Afghanistan, okay, and immigrants who came from Bangladesh. So this Citizenship Amendment Act is applicable only to illegal immigrants who came to India from these 3 countries. Why these 3 countries? Because these 3 countries announced that Islamic religion is their official religion, and there is a kind of certain religion based persecution is happening in these countries, and to whom we are giving citizenship according to Citizenship Amendment Act. Okay, to whom we are giving the citizenship to Hindus and okay, Christians, then Sikh, then Parsis, and Buddhist, and obviously Jains. People belong to all these religions, they will get citizenship according to Citizenship Amendment Act. But the condition is these people, they should come from these countries only. If these people are coming from Myanmar, Sri Lanka, then obviously they will not get citizenship according to this particular act. Why these people from these countries? Because these are the religious minorities in these countries, and they faced severe religion based persecution in these countries. That is the reason we are offering citizenship only to these people from this particular country. And of course, there is a cutoff date also. Okay, people belong to these religions from these countries. Okay, they should have been come to India by 31st December 2014. If they would have come to India by 31st December 2014, then only this particular act will be applicable and they can claim citizenship by using this particular amendment. I hope you got a clarity. Normally, we will try to understand, normally in India, how a person can get a citizenship. It can be in various forms, mainly 5 forms. So this is one way. This is about the registration. A person has to register themselves for citizenship according to this act. Okay. Now let's see how Indian citizenship will be given to a person. Okay. In India, citizenship will be given in various ways. Okay. Citizenship. In India, citizenship will be, a person will get citizenship in various ways. What are those various ways? Number 1, citizenship by birth. Okay. And citizenship by descent. Descent means citizenship through either mother or father. Then obviously citizenship through registration. Okay. By going for the registration, citizenship can be obtained. And the 4th one is citizenship through naturalization as well. Naturalization. And one more thing you have to know. So here I mentioned about 3 countries. Okay. From these 3 countries, immigrants can get citizenship through naturalization also. For those people, okay, to get the citizenship through naturalization process, previously it used to be the 12 years stay requirement is there. Now according to this Amendment Act, it reduced it to 5 years to these 3 countries people and to those religion people. Naturalization. and finally acquisition of territory. Okay, when India acquired any territory, obviously people who are living in the territory, they will get the Indian citizenship automatically. Best example, through 100th Constitution Amendment Act. So India acquired certain properties, certain enclaves from Bangladesh. People who are living in those enclaves, they got Indian citizenship automatically. So these are the various ways through which a person can get the Indian citizenship. Now we will see notes. We already discussed about this, and one more thing you have to understand, this Citizenship Amendment Act is not applicable to certain areas mainly. So this amendment is not applicable, okay, not applicable to which areas? So areas which are mentioned in Schedule 6. In those areas, this amendment is not applicable. Schedule 6 is applicable, in which state? Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, Mizoram. In those tribal states, this act is not applicable, because if this act is applicable, obviously persons who visited or who settled in that particular area before 2014, they will get the citizenship. Obviously that will harm the rights of the tribals. That is the reason this act is not applicable in the states which are mentioned in the Schedule 6. Tribal areas of Karbi Anglong in Assam, Garo Hills in Meghalaya, Chakma district in Mizoram, and tribal areas district in Tripura. In these areas it is not applicable. So these topics already we covered in the initial one. And why it got delayed? It got delayed because some tribals and certain tribal organization, they had certain apprehension that this particular implementation may affect their tribal rights as well. And they even filed a case that, okay, this is discriminating the Muslims by not applying this to Muslims. And when you are giving citizenship to these people from these countries, why can't you give the citizenship and why can't you apply the same logic to Rohingyas of Myanmar, Tibetan Buddhist from China, and Tamil from Sri Lanka? So from these countries also, they are experiencing religious persecutions. Why you are not giving to them? So then Union government responded that we followed the reasonable classification, and here the parameter is countries which proclaimed which claimed Islamic as a religion and where the religious persecution happened, for those countries we applied, and this is not applicable to other countries. So it is not possible to implement like this kind of citizenship to people who are facing religious based persecution across the globe. That is not the idea here. So the main idea is to implement this act only to these three particular countries. That is the Union government response. Okay, rules. According to the rules, so whoever consider themselves from those, who belong to those religions, and if they came from those particular countries in illegal way before 31st December 2014, then obviously they can apply through online by submitting relevant documents, relevant basic documents. They can apply for the citizenship and they will get the citizenship. That is the essence of these rules. Next, yesterday's question for practice. Udgam portal is developed by Reserve Bank of India. Next, the term blue line is sometimes mentioned in the news in the context of affairs between Israel and Lebanon. You know that Israel-Palestine conflict is going on. Meanwhile, even the Israel into the conflict with Lebanese as well. Next, the Women, Business and the Law 2024 report is released by World Bank Group. The first city-specific zero carbon buildings action plan in India was launched in which of the following Indian cities? Nagpur. E-Kisan Upas Nidhi is an initiative of Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. Now let's see today's video question. With reference to the Indian citizenship, consider the following statement. All individuals ordinarily resident in India at a given time or the citizenship of India. Dual citizenship is prohibited under the Indian Constitution. Okay, which statement is incorrect? Okay, which one is incorrect one? Nice question. India does not allow dual citizenship to its citizens, but Indian citizens carry dual identities. Examine what does it mean. Okay. Now, as we reach to the end of this video, in this particular video, we mainly discussed about Citizenship Amendment Act rules. In this context, we try to discuss about what is this citizenship and how Parliament can make laws on the citizenship and what are the constitutional provisions related to citizenship. Then this act is applicable to which countries and to which religions it apply, and what is the cutoff date for this particular act implementation, and the exempted areas related to this act also we discussed. And later we also discussed about why it got delayed in the implementation and how Union government responded. So these are the areas we covered, and this is the detailed analysis regarding the rules related to CAA. Thanks for watching this channel. Have a great day. Jai Hind.